we're on another road trip. This time we are going to Ely. Now, one of our very appreciated trade customers and one of our amateur radio friends who has quite a selection of CB radios in his collection live at Ely. So we're going to go to Ely, but we're not going to go and see them, because what we've done is we've bought a computer. Now, we haven't bought it off eBay, have we? What have we bought it off, Mr Chippie? Facebook. I don't even do Facebook. Anyway, Mr Chippie's bought it off Facebook, and we're going to go down and collect this thing, and it's costing us £20. That's a lot of pocket money, and it's a Sony Vaio mini tower, I think, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's got Windows XP on it, and that's got a major advantage because we've got a lot of video equipment which the software is that kind of era. So I want to use some of the camcorders we've got from the 90s, and we're struggling because software gets updated and then the drivers don't work and it's a faff. So the best thing to do, I mean, for programming business radios, we've got 8086 computers, 8088, 286, 386, you name it, and we've got that software on there, so we don't need to do what's it boxes and things, which never seem to work for me. But then I'm not that knowledgeable on computers, just have old computers. So huge investment of 20 quid, and we're in an electric car. We're on our way to Ely, and hopefully we'll get some charge because we'll jolly well need it. But according to our little map, and we use the Zap map, there's a charger 1 mile away from the vendor at sunny Ely at McDonald's. This is Stonehenge roundabout. We've probably shown it before. Got lots of stones on it, but I don't think it's as effective as its previous incarnation. So we'll see when the CB wakes up. We're on top of a hill. It's not saying anything at the moment. Oh, what? That's why it isn't saying anything, Mr Chippie.
There you go. Then it's not saying anything.
No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will turn the squelch to manual and down a bit and press scan. Right, well, there we are. So it isn't saying anything. So we'll catch up with you all in a bit. Put some charging at McDonald's at Colsterworth. I know one of our viewers has his wife working here. So at Colsterworth McDonald's, so we're about 10 miles from home, and that should be no problem to get down to Ely. As we're going down the A1, and there's a lovely queue the other side, and for the last mile I saw there was some police at the front of the queue, so something's gone wrong. So hopefully by the time we come back, that will have all been tidied away and the road will be clear. So we have got 50 miles to go, and I will find we're going past an RAF base, and there is a Harrier? Yeah, jump jet, which sits there as gate guard.
RAF Wittering.
RAF Wittering, that's spilt all the country's secrets, hasn't it?
Except they don't fly anything from there. So
oh, that's even better then for the secrets. Wonder what they do there. Oh, well, I'll ask the gate guard. What do you do? Shoot people. We may not be coming back this way, you know. Mr Chippie's got one of those mobile phone things which does lots of things, so you can probably find out. It's the point where we get to the RAF Wittering.
I can see the landing line. No, nobody's left them on.
That's the joke, isn't it? Who left the landing lights on? I don't know about people in other countries, but if you have a two-storey house and you get to the top of the stairs, that bit at the top of the stairs is called the landing in this country. The corridor from which the... Oh, it's the first floor in the... See, it's ground floor and first floor in this country. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Just to complicate matters. We're on the outskirts of Peterborough now, and it's a bit undulating, this road. Whoa. And we've got about 26 miles to go, something like that. Countryside certainly different, all flat. CB saying absolutely nothing. Seems like Peterborough is not a very popular place for chatting. Oh my goodness. So we're now about 6 miles from where we're going to pick this broken computer up from. Is it broken or is it just old?
It's just old.
It's just old, right, that was what it was. The reason I got the camcorder out is a lot of flooding in this area. We don't see much of that at Tango Towers. And of course, by the time the camcorder had booted up, the flooding had disappeared.
Not flooded.
The CB is saying nothing. It's a funny looking water tower for this country. So that's what we've been to buy. Yeah, that should be old enough to work with my 1990s camcorders. And that's not all. Also has come with a broken monitor. Type Sony. SDM S51. And it's come with a Sony keyboard and a Sony mouse. It's all incredible. We just need some charging at a leisure centre called the Hive or a health club. We did have a McFlurry, and as we go around the car park there is KFC, which of course stands for Can't Find a Chicken. So we're 70 odd miles away and we'll get on our way in about 10 minutes. So what town are we going through? March?
Yes.
Oh, he's jogging away. Well, we went to a chip shop here once.
Was it Ramsey? I can't remember.
Wasn't the time we came with Bob, and Bob had stuffed his face with sweets from Aldi, and we were specially going to the fish and chip shop just for Bob. I'm too full, I don't want any. Right, Bob.
That was Cottesmore, wasn't
It was Cottesmore, was it? Well, that's all the CB's saying. He's had some sensible chat. There's not been any 19 activity, which is great. It's all been people who clearly sit on a channel for their work, you know, like farmers and that. If it starts talking, we'll have it on the video.
Just interference.
All this Wi-Fi-ness. Oh, there's a thatched pub.
Yeah, should be. It's on the river.
And there's the river. That's the 70 Sems radio. We did hear our repeater coming through while we were at Ely.
We do have
matey who...
He does call in from
yes.
Ely, so we know it works.
Well, he's the big trade customer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the one who kind of donated the G-Col in a box to us.
Yeah.
Arthur Rank Hospice, not J. Arthur Rank. What's making you smile?
I thought it was a rhyming slam for something else.
Oh, is it really? I know nothing.
I'll let this guy go.
Couple of oh, no chargers there, are there?
There's a little.
Oh, there's a little. How handy. Oh, come on, we'll move to March. What did Mr Chippie buy from Aldi yesterday?
Huh?
With 75% off.
Oh yeah, I got a Wagyu beef steak. So a fillet steak. It was supposed to be £7.54 and it ended up being £1.89.
Yeah.
I'll have that.
£1.89.
That's for my tea tonight.
Yeah, fantastic. That's how to do it. And then you have people at the other end of this country who go, oh, there's a kind of, here's your north-south divide, folks. Let's supposing there was a product that everybody wanted to buy, and let's pretend that this item, this widget's a £50 item. So what would happen is this: most people would pay £50 for it. But there's people with what I would call the London attitude. Doesn't mean they have to live there, but they go, I bought one of those widgets at the weekend, and oh yeah, the £50 widget. Well, yes, but I paid £65 because it came from Harrods. And then the other one is the Yorkshire one, and you go, where Mr Chippie and I originate. You go, I bought one of those items, those widgets at the weekend. I got it for £35. I didn't pay 50 because there was a chip on the corner. You know, and that's that's the way. To me, that's the way around. I was doing shopping for a lady from church. She's 94, and I said we went to Doncaster yesterday to buy a broken amplifier. And I said, this afternoon we're on our way to Ely to buy a broken computer. Oh, you're always buying broken stuff. Yeah, well, yeah. You know, that's what I do. Right, we'll carry on in a bit. Well, this is an interesting village on the right. If you look at the sign on the left, it tells you that takes you to Dyke Village. I've not been to that place, but to people from America, I think that means something else. Right, well, we'll draw our video to a close. I don't think we've had anything on the CB. We've got a bit of racket right now on 35, but it's interference. Just turn the squelcher. Rather than actual conversation. The conversations we have heard, little bits of, have been on fixed channels, like something on 34. And it's obviously people who run on those channels for their work, and that's like a bit like we do on 31. We haven't heard any 19 music playing, Bucket Mouths or Burning Brigade, so that makes quite a change. So we're now we're about 16 miles from home. It's getting dark, and so there you are. No doubt that computer will feature as a bit of a thing on the channel. First thing we need to do is really to fix that monitor, and although I've got monitors coming out of my ears, it's very nice to have that Sony one, and it's clearly got a power supply issue, so I'm sure a few capacitors in the power supply and it'll be good to go. So there we go. That was today's oh, it's Jay's Chippie, not Mr Chippie. How useful. So thank you for watching Road Trip to Ely, to go and buy a obsolete computer for 20 quid. Thanks for watching.